I've actually been rereading one of my old murder mystery series because the new book just came out and I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. For anyone that hasn't read them, it's called the In Death books, and I actually wrote an article about it. It should be coming out this weekend. So you can go over there and get like a little overview of what it is. But it's a futuristic murder mystery series that I absolutely love. And so I was kind of rereading some of my old favorites while I was waiting for my new book to come, so I can't wait. It's got a crossword puzzle on the inside, so it's even more nerdy. So I can't wait to go do that.
That was a super nerd moment there, people.
That was great.
Nerd.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you just made Best Day in the chat room by saying you're from Minneapolis. She's not far from Minneapolis over there.
I see that. Yes, Beth, I am from the western suburbs originally. I don't live there anymore. But yes, I'm a Minnesota boy.
So go Vikes.
West Minneapolis, born and raised.
But they did not on the hockey rink where I spent most of my days.
Oh no, no, this isn't happening right now.
There's a lyric in there about chilling out.
Yeah, well, it's all we did.
That's all we did. Play some hockey.
Calm down now. There's another character that's really good out there. He's Carl Spackler. Had a Cinderella moment, just teeing up there on the 18th. I mean, come on. One of the all-time great character performance. Not a Bill Murray movie, but Carl Spackler. Oh yeah, it's a nice little. It's a blend of indica and Kentucky bluegrass. Oh yeah, you may be careful. It's a little harsh. God, it was just brilliant, man.
And next week we will be talking about. I wrote it down somewhere. I'm terrible, people. I'm terrible.
Horses are terrible people.
Horses are terrible. No, horses are wonderful.
No, they're
Horse
terrible
people.
people.
Are awesome. I mean, like,
What are we talking about next week?
I don't know. I'm just talking right now.
We'll figure
Do
it out.
horses have thumbs? Discuss.
One of our favorite people is in it in the trailer. Super.
Is that the one that Malcolm Barrett's in?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I knew he was talking about it, and I couldn't remember if that was the one or if it was a different one. Well, I'm going to see it now.
Yeah. Yeah, now you got to go tweet and talk to him about it. Like, hey, I saw you in the trailer.
I'm going to. Dude, I will.
But yeah,
You got me all excited. I thought you were going to say Nicolas Cage.
No, that's
Here's
all
the crazy
big
thing. I don't think there's 20 Nicolas Cage movies coming out this year, like usual.
Dude, it's
Nick,
been
you
a
okay?
while.
You all right, buddy?
Hey, what? Wait. Nikki, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Nikki? Come on. That's a little Michael Jackson humor for you.
I got news for everybody. So I finally finished Dance with Dragons.
Yay.
My God, is that a long book?
Yes.
It's a good book.
It was. No, it is not. It's a piece
I
of
liked
crap.
it.
Watch your tongue,
I
sir.
liked it.
Mhm.
Look, this is why I finally understand why fans were so pissed off, because it's like Jon Snow has been dead for 5 freaking years. Like, come on, dude. Like, write a
6,
book.
I think it's been a while.
6, yeah,
No,
6
I get
years.
it. I get it. I can get
It's
that.
crazy. It's crazy. The 5th book was so disjointed compared to the other 4 books. I think the first 3 were very well done. I still think he's a hack, but they were well done. 4th one was pretty good, but then you get into the 4th one, in his epilogue, he's talking about how I've already written I wrote so much that I got to split it into 2 books, and then the 5th book,
It took 5 years
it's
after the 4th one.
It's
No,
BS.
I bet
I can get
Jerk.
that, yeah, because it is weird when you've had 3 books that are linear and all the characters, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, we're going to split the worlds up with no, because he didn't even announce that at all. It just came out, and you're reading it, and you're like, where the hell are the rest of the characters?
And then you're reading the 5th book, and you got to think about like what happened in the 4th book, because they're happening at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's just so stupid.
I think
Anyway,
at this
So it was
point,
weird.
I'm pretty sure that at this point, George Martin is sitting in front of an old MS-DOS computer with just a blinking cursor that right after the words chapter 1. It's been 6 years. He's probably
They'll still buy my book.
I want to welcome Marley.
You Johnny come latelys have no idea the kind of pain I have been experiencing.
I started reading
when
after
I started reading at book 2. Exactly.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
So remembering that I
have been feeling this anticipation for decades now.
I was gonna say
don't go there.
I binge watched the books in a matter of like what has it been, like 3 months? I binge watched 5 books, and 6 seasons. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep going. One more. I started watching The Leftovers thanks to the Big Papa Matt, and that is one of those like it's a good. Rudy, what are you doing? Are you opening a package? Is that a bag of chips?
Sounded like Fritos or Doritos.
It's a bag of chips.
He doesn't want you to see.
Right?
There he is.
Like, yeah, see, you're making me hungry.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. I said chips. I said chips.
He held the bag up. I had to say.
Oh.
If I really have to explain why Ghostbusters is a great movie, everyone might need to turn in their nerd cards. It's just a fantastic, it's a feel-good movie. It makes me happy when I put it on. I don't think I've ever watched Ghostbusters and been mad or sad, and so yeah, it's just a great movie. It's one that I can watch all the time. Anytime I see it on, it's like I have to watch it.
And it's got Ron Jeremy fully clothed standing on the street. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ooh.
Had to throw a little bit of trivia in there.
It makes me want marshmallows, but
It does make me want
Because of Ron Jeremy.
It's the best line. I love that line so much.
The hairy hedgehog.
well played.
Yeah. I love that scene so much. When I didn't think of anything, Clear mind. You did.
These Rice Krispie treats taste different.
What did you do? What did you do? Oh no.
Oh no.
So great.
Well, I mean, Orville really speaks to me personally, and I totally get what you said, Wes. I messed about the parody angle because it was sold as a parody, and the parody is there, the comedy is there. But to me, from the very first episode, like I saw the heart of the show was really what was shining through and was the thing that caught me. It really is a heartwarming ode, a love letter to fans like myself that really appreciate the Star Trek universe. And I really think there is a divide in the nerddom between Star Wars and Star Trek. And some people really have a deep appreciation for Star Trek, and some people have a deep appreciation for Star Wars. And we've talked. Personally, I think there's some psychological, sociological things you can read about people based on which camp they fall in and how far on the spectrum they are. I'm serious about that. I think about Supes and Batman, too, just by the way. Very similar thing.
Totally
agree. You prefer that there's a psychological divide there. But honestly, like Orville, it is a comedy. It is funny, and I appreciate the jokes, but the jokes really are there to serve the narrative. The show has way, way more heart than I expected it to, and I love it. It is way more sincere than I think anyone gives it credit for. Give it time, watch it. It's the sincerity that shines through.
Now, Beacon.
Do we need? Yes.
Let's talk about the facts now. So, first episode, 8.558 million views. Second episode, 6.631. Third episode, 4 million. Fourth episode, 3.69. This thing's tanking. I doubt it even lasts a full season.
It probably
lasts a full season because it's a freaking garbage, big old huge pile of garbage. And I will give you this. It does get better as it goes on, but the reason it gets better as it goes on is because you actually get to see the other actors in the show who really are good, and they make the show better. But if I have to see Seth MacFarlane's stupid face anymore or hear his stupid dad jokes or Family Guy jokes, like I'm not going to get any further watching the show. Like I can't stand him anymore. It's the same crap over and over that we saw in Ted 1, Ted 2, Family Guy, American Dad. Every single thing he's ever done, it's the same thing, different setting. And that's what I get out of this. But
if you have a hard time, I do want to bring this up. If you have a hard time getting through this, something that always helps is if you're in the San Diego area, Battle Mage Brewing Company has fantastic stuff that will help you get through anything that you feel is a little hard to watch and stuff, because they have fantastic brews,
hard to swallow,
and tasters to drink and help the pain go down.
But yeah,
I
so
feel like I need to drive to Oregon to get through it. Okay, that's how bad it is.
The parents joke in episode 3, I think it was too long. I understand the reasoning behind it, but it was catering off the Jewish parents that talk about stuff they're not supposed to talk about.
Yeah, but even the like, oh, I'm not going to yoke with you anymore, and you're just like, oh my gosh, it's a groaner.
It takes it longer than it has to, and that's what he's always done as Nudie Rudy has brought up. Yeah. He's always pushed it farther. The knee joke.
That's part of the genius of his jokes, though.
But
you
it's
just
not
don't
genius.
you don't see it. No, because it goes from funny to not funny to the point of being absolutely ludicrous, so that it's surreal, which goes back to being funny. You guys don't
what ends up happening is because
there's a plateau and a rise.
Well, here's the thing.
You get stuck in the valley.
Let's take the normal average person. So because of that, when you stretch something far too long, hoping that it comes back to funny, what happens is more people turn that channel, and that's where your ratings drop.
Yeah,
he needs to learn that timing is a specific thing for the average person. Otherwise, he's going to lose the chances at great shows.
That is a particular technique that he perfected in Family Guy that a lot of people really appreciate.
Yeah,
that is the essence of the humor in Family Guy. No, I'm not saying it isn't.
And that particular
joke. No, but that particular joke did serve the plot, which is what Mess is referring to earlier. Is the whole fact of that joke is that the point of that is that these people's technology was so advanced that they could simulate that interaction with him and his parents in some way that it was so genuine and so true that made him feel uncomfortable that they would talk about his hemorrhoids and all those things.
Which I understand.
Convinced him that it was real, that he'd just walk right onto that ship and into that trap. It served the length of it, and the ludicrousness of it served the plot.
I understand, but the factor is you don't have to take it that. You only have 40 minutes to work with. You don't spend 10 minutes of it on that one specific thing. That's
what he does.
It's his filler. It's
gonna cause him to lose the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Oh God! I'm working on an analogy in my head, trying to figure out the Star Trek parallels versus Batman parallels. Where say Discovery is Nolan's Batman. This would be roughly equivalent to the Adam West Batman, and it's not. Which is not to say it's Star Trek universe, but it's definitely in that genre. And I think it's just a lighter. It's a lighter, easygoing. Still got some morals to it, but kind of campy. And I don't know. As Rudy said in his original description, I love the heart. I love the heart of the show. It's great.
It's gotten a lot better. If people are going to check it out, please watch from episode 3 on.
Okay.
That's the way to do it.
Would it help if we were floating on a cloud, so to speak, when we watch this show? Would it help?
I don't think it would hurt.
Just say a goodbye to our editor-in-chief. I think he has to run to a concert. Yeah. I'm gonna give him a moment to say goodbye and
he's going to tell us all that Orville's the greatest show ever, and that we watch it, and that we're all wrong, and then he's going to run away before we can argue. No, go ahead.
I wouldn't say the greatest show ever, but give it some time. Let it breathe, for sure. I'm telling you.
Like a good wine.
So we should let it breathe like some old underwear. Let it breathe.
At least give it a sniff test.
And we're learning about Super Movie.
What he's saying is Orville looks like it could be a wine in a box.
But let's go around and let's talk about what are you nerding out on. Icy Zora, we were just talking just before about you're in the middle of a book. If he froze like that... Super, did he freeze?
Actually, I think he did.
I think he did.
I don't even know. That's hilarious.
What should Mess dress up as for Halloween? We'll do a sideful.
Britney Spears and Hit Me Baby One More Time. That's my vote.
No, wait. Can he be that? But he needs to wear the arse face mask.
Just go into Art's face.
Or
I'm take it seriously.
And I'm sad that I have so many Britney Spears video references in my head, but I did watch TRL in the 90s. The red jumpsuit from Oops, I Did It Again would be fantastic as well.
Oh, the mental image.
Well, it's probably bad for you, not so bad for Zorro or I to have that mental image. At any rate, let's talk some nerd history in October. We got about 11 minutes. So those of you in the chat channel, if you know of some nerdy things that have happened in the month of October, make sure that you kick it out to us. Although I'm seeing, are we talking about Klingons now in the chat channel?
Some people are talking about Klingons in the chat channel, and the other people are asking if they want to see Mest in a halter top and if his feet repel water. Very wildly different threads of conversation.
He definitely could go as Hobbit Mest.
That'd be fitting. Yeah, I could see that.
But it would be probably too close to home, so I don't know that he needs to.
It wouldn't be too much of a stretch.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too much of a stretch for him. But
my personal favorite, just because it was probably one of the first adult movies I ever watched, and I was not that kind of adult.
Crazy.
I meant the Princess Bride. The Princess Bride for Pete's sake.
I got a whole bunch of sports things too that I love, like the Rumble in the Jungle, Foreman versus Ali. That happened in October. You had like War of the Worlds was read on airwaves for the first time, 1938.
That is cool.
We had Sputnik being launched into space by the Russians, so the first actual man-made object to be launched into orbit around the Earth, which really launched the entire space age, which is super nerdy as well. We had WikiLeaks, founded in 2006 in October. You had the first Bond movie was in October 1962. Really? How about this?
That is awesome.
How about this? Monty freaking Python, 1969.
Oh, which one? Which one
was that, Zorro? That was Holy Grail, wasn't it?
You can't make.
I can't hear him, but I can see his facial expressions, and they're fantastic.
He's just.
I'm saying. He's gonna make me look it up.
I'm gonna laugh if he pulls a How I Met Your Mother moment right now, where he's just yelling absurd things. Look at him. He's like ceremoniously about to drop his
69,
computer.
You had Flying Circus aired on BBC One.
Is anyone watching Zorro right now with his computer where he's like about to kick it? That is hilarious. Oh man. But yeah, if he has a How I Met
distraction now because of that. Hey, Jay Lee, welcome to the chat channel, and as well Marley Bob, welcome. Yeah, we can't hear Icy Zorro either. We're just watching him, and it's the facial expressions he's making, and he's trying to like mime things to us, and it's quite fantastic, actually. Let's go around and let everybody know where you can be followed. Oh no, is that his Lenovo startup screen?
Yes, it is.
And
he's very sad right now.
Sad.
I'm gonna call him now. He's no longer Icy Zorro. He's just Icy the angry sad mime.
Oh, I see sadness.
Oh my god, he has sad puppy eyes. Yeah.
Totally get that.
Get it. I get it.
Superheroes are big right now.
They are.
We're kind of in that trend where that's the big thing going on. IC0 is he's giving us headspace. He's not in a good headspace right now. I think that's what he's trying to say. But
so that was news that dropped. Is there's going to be a half-hour David S. Pumpkins cartoon special coming out?
Wow.
where David S. Pumpkins and his skeletons teach children the meaning of Halloween. It's just like the old Christmas cartoon.
I don't know what to do with that one.
I'll watch.
Interesting.
Do you see
I
my,
don't have.
do you
I
see
don't
my
have
stationary angry face here?
Yeah, I was hoping you froze that way, but unfortunately, that was it.
Nope. That's the dumbest idea I've heard in about 4 years.
Robert said the last movie to give him a nightmare when he was a kid was Gremlins.
Really? Gremlins?
Maybe it's just
Really?
I
Really?
honestly think
Well, I guess
It's like
the hell-
Muppets.
but-
It's
Hey,
Muppets, dude.
Hey, Gremlins is actually a pretty,
No,
It's got some.
it's a
for kids-
fantastic movie, but those are Muppets.
It was pretty dark for a family film, though. For a Christmas family
Oh
film.
no, for sure. Her dad dies in the chimney. There's no way it's not a dark movie. And the lady gets shot off the elevator stair thing. It's definitely a dark movie. It's not a scary movie. They're Muppets. Muppets.
Your favorite Halloween film, or favorite thing to watch? I see cracking his knuckles, so I'm gonna let him take this one first.
dude,
Well,
go right ahead.
I got two. I got my favorite and what's actually the scariest. My personal favorite, it's dumb. It's a scary movie. Come on.
Really?
Yeah. No, it's not even. It's not. And that is the correct response. Absolutely.